Dime cómo no olvidarte. Mi diablo, mi ángel me lo quita.
Welcome, everyone. We're in Milwaukee, the home of the Bucks, where we'll be broadcasting today's action live. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Offensive rebound. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Boy, that stick-to-itiveness, not to give up on that play. Giannis never giving in or giving up.
Now here's Paul. No good on the triple. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their hat on. They won 7 of the last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, he averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
It's to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
The big fella with the big finish. Lopez rocking that rim.
Now Barnes. There's the three. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Kicks it out to Prince. Pass to Lillard. Good. And nice assist from Prince.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
Here's Fox. True on the 14-footer.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Back to Vassell. Ball outside. Clock at 6. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Boy, a tough, gritty, smart point guard. Paul isn't at all intimidated by a little contact.
Fires the three. That shot misses. Not a fast start here for the Spurs. It's a 5-point game. A 3-ball. He can't hit that time. We'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What's the news, David?
As to the approach they're going to take with De'Aaron Fox, the coach said that Fox is speed is the big challenge. He said we're dealing with maybe the fastest player in the league, so we've got to be high energy at the defensive end. You know they have their work cut out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym-like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jump.
Incredible range. Lillard makes these deep shots look like they're effortless.
They get the rebound. Here's Wembanyama. Left side, Fox. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Lillard. And here's Barnes for 3. A rebound by the Bucks. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Now, here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Offensive rebound. Here's Giannis. Here's Kuzma. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
Three-pointer. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Lillard outside. And the 3 off target. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up with the Spurs. Trailing by 10. Pass to Castle. Back to Wembanyama. Tries again. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Lillard from outside. Hits the 3-point bomb. Lillard's got 11 points.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Giannis has a 2-point. It's the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Bucks lead by 15. And the second quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring break. For the Bucks.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Clark, obviously, this is a results league for head coaches. And we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway. But we know it's a results-oriented league, and oftentimes the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis,